Welcome everybody to this week's edition of Valpo Basketball Preview along with head coach Bryce Drew. This is Todd Eichow, and today we got a lot to talk about. We start with 3 great wins in 5 days, 3 more double-digit victories, and let's start, instead of talking about the games individually, let's talk about Vachil Fernandez playing the best basketball of his career and what a difference he's made and a kind of transformation since conference season started.
You know, he was injured most of the summer, had knee issues, didn't play on our foreign tour very much, and you know, sometimes when you're out it takes a while to get your legs back, and you know, he just looks like he's a different player now than he was a month ago, just in his movement and his aggressiveness, and you know, I think the team's done a really good job getting him the ball in good positions, and you know, he's 3 straight double-doubles is phenomenal.
And you know, it was a point, I guess, in past years where he'd get the ball in the post, and let's face it, we were all afraid more bad things would happen than good things, you know, and now he gets the ball in the post, and he's assertive. He's got the hook shot down. He can just take one dribble and score. He's obviously killing things on the offensive glass as well. It has been incredible to watch him. I think a couple years ago, you and I talked about, you know, the sky's the limit kind of for him. We're finally seeing it.
You know, as you know, tremendous man, and you know, when he can play that aggressive and have those results, you know, it helps our team and gives us a different dimension. They know what we had even part of last year or the first half of this season.
I think we talked about Darian Walker last week, kind of now finding a role coming off the bench, but he's actually shot the ball in conference play better than any guy in the team. So the move to bring him off the bench has worked.
Well, you know, we had talked a lot, you know, leading up to that point, and Darian wants to win so bad, and he wants to play well so bad. I think he was just putting too much pressure on himself to perform, and you know, I think just him having a little different approach to come into the game. You know, his minutes are the same or even more in some games, and his results are just way better than what they were. And
his minutes are more because he's playing better. So he's getting time in the second half, right?
Yes,
when he was struggling in the first half, he wasn't getting many minutes in the second half, but now he's playing great in the first half, so he's getting those second half minutes, and that's what's changed for him.
And he's been great for us, been phenomenal in this stretch.
All right, how about these upcoming games? Another game against a team that's in second place in the league. It seems like every week is a different team in second place, and here they come. And it's a Wright State team that's won 8 out of 9, and they do it by shooting the basketball well. They've got a lot of guys 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", who can shoot, and they play very aggressive defensively as well.
Very aggressive, and you know, Billy does an excellent job. They'll be, you know, very prepared for everything that we do, and you know, it'll be a tough place to play. You know, it's a tough atmosphere there, and they're playing very well, like you said. So, you know, we know it's going to be a very physical game.
They have, I think you look up their lineup, T.J. Yoho and Allstork and Benzinger, guys who can really shoot. So, you know, one thing you guys have done great, guarding the perimeter, guarding those perimeter shooters, that's going to be as big a key as any, right?
You know, they do a very good job offensively. They'll spread you out with what you said, shooters, and make you defend them, and it opens lanes for their drivers. So, you know, it'll definitely be a challenge for us defensively to see how we can defend them.
I think, but one thing that's helped you guys against teams like this that spread you out and shoot the three is your guys out on the perimeter can guard so many different players, multiple position guys like David Scar. We've talked about this. He can guard the 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, so you can switch all the screens and keep, you know, out on the shooters throughout the course of a game.
You know, length definitely it helps. They have good length on the defensive end on their side too, and hopefully as Victor gets back, you know, with his length on defense, he can help us.
You know, I think when the season began, you looked at the non-conference. There were teams on the bottom of the standings that said that, you know, there are teams that, you know, maybe will have an easy game from time to time. Now, granted, you've had 6 straight victories by double digits, but you look ahead, Northern Kentucky is a team that, you know, they come off blitzing Oakland at Oakland. So no game is a given. And that's the one thing that's the kind of the message always has been in the Horizon League. You may be a heavy favorite in a game, but anything can happen when you get out on the court.
You know, we're very thankful to be where we are right now, and even though, like you said, they're double digits, those games are a lot tighter than that, and we know every game is going to be, you know, a big challenge, especially when we get to conference. Everybody knows each other so well and competes at such a high level. So, you know, another tough road trip, and hopefully we'll have fresh legs to get through it.
All right, good luck this week.
Thanks, Todd.
For head coach Bryce Drew, this is Todd Eichow. Thanks for joining us this week in Valpo Basketball Preview.